After months of shelling and the deaths of thousands of civilians, some of Israel's guns fall silent. Parking alongside one another after returning to base, the military machine that has so effectively devastated the tiny enclave of Gaza has almost entirely withdrawn from its south. Only one brigade will remain. Israel announced the withdrawal just hours before it also confirmed the delegation it was sending to crucial ceasefire talks in Cairo. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, however, cautioned that his red lines on any truce with Hamas were non-negotiable.
I made it clear to the international community there will be no ceasefire without the return of hostages. It just won't happen. This is the policy of the Israeli government, and I welcome the fact that the Biden administration made it clear the other day that this is still its position as well.
Both sides continue to count the cost of a conflict that has left more than 30,000 people dead, the vast majority of them Palestinian. Israeli soldiers are also still paying for this war with their lives, though. A funeral in Tel Aviv on Sunday for one of 4 Israeli soldiers killed. Meanwhile, in Khan Yunis in Gaza, Palestinians began to return after the Israeli withdrawal. The scale of the devastation beyond what anyone could have imagined.
It's a shock. A shock. What happened was not small. On the way here in the car, I saw things I couldn't believe. The destruction is unbearable.
Yet the humanitarian situation in Gaza threatens even more death. As a trickle of aid trucks arrived in the southern Gazan town of Rafah, warnings from the United Nations and others are that hundreds of thousands of people in the enclave are on the brink of famine. Israel on Friday committed to allowing more humanitarian access to Gaza through the Erez crossing, but we were told only 16 trucks had made it through as of midday on Sunday. 8 trucks still haven't entered Gaza through the Erez crossing here in any sort of significant number, and just a few kilometres away in northern Gaza, explosions and gunfire can still be heard. International pressure has grown on Israel to completely halt its military operation in Gaza and allow more humanitarian aid in, with both Hamas and the Israeli government determined not to budge from their bargaining positions. However, few in Gaza believe their suffering will end any time soon. Yoav Gallant, TRT World, at the Erez crossing in Israel.